So the exercise number 6 is asking us to find the number of days in a month by asking the user to enter the month number and the year, and then we need to display if it's like, for example, the month number 2, year this, and then we need to display how many days it has. But how do I know? Because February can have like sometimes 28 and 29, depending if it's leap or not leap. And then a year is leap if it's a multiple of 400, or if it's a multiple of 4 and not a multiple of 100 at the same time. And then I will just need to do something about it. So let's just read something first. I'm going just to copy this scanner because I'd like to read something, and let's create a new project. Next, week 5, exercise 6. Let's paste this, say yes, press Control S, and then this is going to be entered, formatted. I'm just going to ask about enter month number, and then paste enter a year. And then I'm going to have the month, kb.nextInt, and copy and paste, and we have the year. Now for the months, like other than February, it's pretty known. I know which month has which number of days, right? So I can just immediately ask the question if the month is equal to, let's say, something, and then I'm going to say that has this how many days, like this. I'm going to display like what, 31 days. But the problem is that I would like to display two things. I entered just 2. I would like to display February and then the number of days. So I need to have these two things. So actually I could do something like this, which if the month is, for example, is 1, or the month is 3, or the month is 5, and then I just need to focus on which months they are. But still I don't know what's the month day, the word, the month in the text. So this is not a good way. I could use a switch, for example. Yes. Yeah, we could use a switch. That's why I was trying to show the logic behind why switch in this case might be better. So I'm going to use a switch, and yeah, for me I need to control space, type SW, then press enter. Sorry, tab, and it doesn't work. So control space again, switch, and I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. I didn't get it. So the last one. No, there's no capital. Just normally press the tab and should show. But I'm doing something wrong. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to type it. I'm not going to be lazy. So for the month, I'm going to see. This is switch about the month, and then case if it's 1, I'm going to display the days to be 30. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to declare a variable called days. And let's put that to declare to be 0 for now, and then I have another one, string month name, let's say, and I'm going to put it as empty. Why I'm doing this? Because when I declare, I would like to always initialize with something, and if it's case 1, I'm going to make the month name to be January, and then the days, number of days, is going to be 31. Now maybe I'm going to call it number of days. That will be much clearer. Control R will allow you to rename whatever you want. And now after this I break. Or there's something that I can do. But no, if it's because the problem again with the January. So I need to copy, paste, and I need to do that for every month. So I need to have 12 months. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now if it's 2, it's going to be February. But then the number of days is going to be either 28 or 29, so I don't know. I need to do something here, but I'll get back to it. Let's go for the easiest ones first. 3 March, it has 31. 4 April, 30. 5 May, 31. 6 June, 30, right? Or you don't know? July, yes.
Are we supposed to remember the days of each month?
Yes, you're supposed to know that. If you don't know, just Google how many days in a month. Or, yes, that's even faster. You get the calendar, yes, thank you, and then you can find, okay, this how many days in each month. And then May 31, June 30, July 31, and then August 31, and then again 30, 31, 30, 31. Actually, they used to teach that in the palm of our hands. I don't know if you had ever done that, but you can have, like, if you start with January, I mean, you should have a video that points to me, like if you put like the bones of your fist, January means 31, February is an exception, so down is less than 31. So, and then 31 March, April, May, June, July, August. And then these are the ones that have like 31, 31. And then September, October, November, December is 31. So that's how you get that. So that's how I remember it actually, personally. So let's go back and continue. So July is 31, August 31, and then September, that's 30, and then October 31, November, that's 30, and then December 31. Now we have almost everything figured out except the February, because February can be 28 or 29. So when is it going to be 28? When is it going to be 29? So now it says that note that if you need to take you need to take into consideration if a year is leap or not to know the number of days of the month of February. So if the year is leap, then February has 29 days. So how do I know if a year is leap? So let's put a question somewhere. So I need to put some kind of a question, and I'll surround this with an if else. And if it's leap, how do I know if it's leap or not leap? So if it's leap, it's going to be 29, else it's going to be 28. So now how do I know?
We can say the reminder. We can use the reminder here.
We will have to use, because it says the year is leap if it's a multiple of 400. So a multiple of 400 means that if the month we do division by 400, it's going to give me 0. That's what it means. Or divisible by 400, this is the same thing. Yeah. Yes, you're right. This is the year, not the month. And it's not the month, it's the year. So this is the first thing, is that the year, if it's a multiple of 400, that means it's a reminder, the reminder division of the year by 400 is 0. Or there's the other way, is that if it is a multiple of 4 and not a multiple of 100, which means now the year is a multiple of 4 and the year is not a multiple of 100. So that means this is not equal to 0. And that's what this means. Now this means that the year, either it's a multiple of 400 or it's a multiple of 4 and not a multiple of 100 at the same time. That's why I put this end here. And if it's leap here, it's going to be 29. If it's not, it's going to be 28. And if I do something else, I can have like some kind of default that is going to like display some error message. Or for month name, like I can do something like error. And for this number of days, I can put some value that will mean something that is not right, maybe -1, for example. I can remove this if I do these things here. Which one here? Number of days -1. If I put them this like this, then I don't need the default, because I'm using this. And when I initialize, I put them to be -1 and error. And if the value of the month is none of these, I'm not going to enter in any of those cases, which means this is going to show error, and then the number of days is going to show -1. And if I'd like to get this kind of output, I'm going to display the month, the year, has, and then the number of days. So I'm going to copy this, because I would like to remember how am I going to display that. And then I'm going to display something like this, except that this February should be the month name, and I have month name. And then plus, this should be the year, so I'm going to put this like that, with a plus in between, and put year, which means now display the month, a space, the year, and then has, and then here I can just press enter as well. That means it's going to add this to me, and number of days, and maybe just put it back here. So I'm going to display the month, the year, has, and the number of days, and then the word days. So I'm going to see something like this. So if I test it with this, let me run this. Month is 2, 2016. February 2016 has 29 days. If I test it with something else, 3 of 2019, so it has 31 days. And if I run it again with 2, 2018, how many days do we have? 28. All right. Now for the number 7, it's kind of similarly, because we would like to, instead of entering these values like that, we ask the user to give us the date, the 2, the 17, and 2003, and then we need to just say if it's valid or not. If it's valid, that means if it respects, I'm just reading the values. I'm going to say, for example, please enter the month, the year, and then the day. But it doesn't matter for us the day. What's more important, also the day is valid. We need to check if the day is valid. If the day is not between 0 and 31, then it's going to be a problem. For example, if the day is -5, that's obviously a problem. I just need to check more things. But then time is up, so maybe we'll do that with the other section. I might record a video about that, inshallah. So just check the website. I will record probably a video with the other section about this exercise number 7. But I advise you to do, the more exercises you do, the better you're going to be at it. So let's just stop here, inshallah.